The reason the female dolphin can live longer is they're able to release toxins when birthing their young that the males are not able to release. By expelling these toxins, it just ultimately allows the females to live a few years longer. Alright guys, just kind of spinning the boat down directly off the front of the boat here, guys. Also, if you guys do look directly off the front of the boat, you got a perfect view of our two lighthouses where we're sitting at, guys. So they're called the Cape Henry lighthouses over there. They mark the entrance to our Chesapeake Bay. That sandstone lighthouse on the left is the older of the two, built way back in 1792. That was actually the first federally funded project under George Washington. The sandstone lighthouse stands at 90 feet tall. Oldest lighthouse in our Chesapeake Bay, third oldest lighthouse in our nation. However, in 1870, they found a crack in that sandstone lighthouse. They didn't think it was going to last much longer. 150 years later, it's still here. They did find that crack in 1870. They deemed it unsafe. Shortly after that, there's only a black and white lighthouse right there in front of it.
Yeah, the crack goes all the way to the ground.
147 feet tall. That one is still operational today. Dolphins right over there for those lighthouses. You guys get a picture of those dolphins with the lighthouse in the background. Good picture for a postcard for you.
Oh. I have to tap their tails when I see it on my camera.
Tons of dolphins out here tonight. You guys picked a real nice day. I can join us for you. These dolphins have extremely good eyesight. They're very curious creatures. So see their eyes in the surface water. That generally means they're checking you out. They like to see the watch, the dolphin watch. But one cool fact about these dolphins' eyes is that they can move each eye independently from the other. It means these dolphins are able to
You don't have other guys backing the ones
that's
accusing me for
Hey,
it.
little kids, be glad your parents can't do that.
What?
I'm off the left side right now. I'm just kind of
Say that again, Katie.
Everyone off the left should get pretty good looks.
He's
Katie,
gonna get a lawyer if they take him to mast.
yeah, he'll get a JAG officer.
Because the other guys are backing him for it. Backing the other guy.
He doesn't have anybody that'll just say that he's a good seaman.
No.
As you can tell, these dolphins do usually travel in groups. We do not consider these groups pods, however. They do not remain in their family groups. A lot of times the females and the babies swim together. Males tend to venture off by themselves. You obviously see a lone dolphin is probably a male. In a large group, so there's probably a group of females over here. Females and there's a couple babies mixed in, I saw. This is actually peak mating and calving season right now for these dolphins. We have been seeing a lot of newborns here recently. You can tell the babies from the older ones not only by their size but by their color. The babies are a lot darker in color. These dolphins will consume about 5% of their body weight each day. Like I said earlier, they prefer fishing the drum family, croakers, spot, drum, trout. And they do prefer those fish in the drum family because they make a croaking noise in the water. Allows the dolphins to spot them a little easier. These dolphins will pass down feeding methods from generation to generation. One of my favorite feeding methods we see on these dolphins around here is tail slapping. These dolphins smacking their tail fins on the surface of the water really hard. They are feeding. They do this just to stun the fish in the surrounding area. Usually gives them a couple seconds to scoop them up, eat them real quick. These dolphins have cone-shaped teeth. They only get one set of teeth throughout their entire lifetime, so if you ever happen to lose a tooth, it is gone for good. But one cool fact about these dolphins' teeth is if you cut a dolphin tooth in half, you can actually count the rings on the tooth, how old that dolphin is. Same process as you would with the tree stump.
I got 3.
There's one right there. They're right over there.
Why aren't they coming close to the...
It's because he's moving away so he doesn't get so close that he disturbs them. He's not trying to break up their group. He's trying to go around them.
And whether they come to the boat or not, it's up to them.
Yeah. That's why it's called a dolphin watch instead of a go scare the shit out of the dolphins.
These dolphins can hold their breaths for up to 10 minutes. So you can tell they will generally not stay down that long. They typically come up for breath every minute or two. This normally allows us for good views of them on the surface of the water. These dolphins are voluntary breathers, which means they have to think about coming up to the surface each and every time they take a breath. Breathing does not come natural for them, it does for us. This need to breathe also affects these dolphins' ability to sleep. These dolphins won't actually ever fall asleep. They have a process by which they can rest half the brain at a time, called logging. Closest thing I compare a dolphin logging to us humans would kind of be like how we daydream in the middle of the day, not fully asleep. These dolphins won't actually ever fall asleep because they have to come up for air every 10 minutes or so. Allows them to be unable.
Oh, there he goes. I hope I got that.
There you go. He's off the front of the boat there, too. So we got him off the left side as well there. But these dolphins do prefer our local waters here, mainly because of our Chesapeake Bay, which we're just in the mouth of right now. Usually the calmer waters of our Chesapeake Bay just provide these dolphins with a little bit more protection that they need, especially for their newborns, as I just said. It is actually peak mating and calving season right now, so these dolphins will come up into the bay to have their babies. Also, our Chesapeake Bay here is home to over 250 different species of bait fish. That's another thing that draws these dolphins into our coastal waters here, the abundance of food we have for them. Lastly, they really don't have too many threats here in our local waters. Sharks being a predator to these dolphins more than they kind of leave each other alone, especially here in our shallow coastal water. Some of the biggest problems these dolphins can face are unfortunately for us humans.
It's getting closer to him now.
These dolphins. Also, fishing nets, fishing tackle, release, crab pots, stuff like that. Every once in a while, these dolphins will get tangled in these. You made your power for them. Got them on the front of the boat there.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there you go. That's what I was talking about with those tennis balls. I just get smacked my tail like that in a few.
Hey folks, we're going to start heading back here in just a minute. Right up here just a little bit so we can have the dolphins and we'll turn around. We'd like to remind you of the other snack bar down below. There's hot dogs, cold drinks, also a full bar, all kinds of mixed drinks including frozen drinks, pina coladas, margaritas, wrappers. Also tropical fruit, strawberry slushies. Next also we come around to souvenir things. Remember Casey and Kristen, your mates, who work for tips, y'all know for that.
I got all their flips on video.
You did?
Look.
Oh, we're turning. I forgot we're on the front.
So if he has to get a lawyer and everybody's taking the other person's side, what does that mean?
It means he's going to need somebody to speak for his character. Can you fit up in there, buddy?